Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti in our wonderful outdoor studio here as the tailgate on the ute is keeping the rain off us at the minute, Pete.
Air conditioned, Darren.
If it's 6 degrees, I'll be surprised.
We had a chat and a coffee at Macca's while the weather was alright. Now we decided to come outside and film.
And we have to do it now because we've both got to run. But anyway...
There's not many people around. The weather scared them off.
I've never seen this car park so empty.
Yeah, anyway.
Only fools are standing here.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, we'll get through our week of runners.
Our big 2 runners.
Yeah, I'll let you chat about Southern France as I missed the race. We had a brief chat. Probably trainer not real happy with the ride. We weren't expecting him to come out and demolish him either, no. But he beat a couple home, I think. And
I think at the end of the day, yeah, he's first up for Matt Smith. And
for 12 months too.
Yeah, it was 12 months. Surprising that time how it's gone. But look, he needed the run. It was really, I think it was a look and see job. Just let him go out and be himself and see if he could hit the line. Probably just got a little bit too far back and maybe just a little bit too restrained early. He's not a sit sprint horse. Just felt that would have been nicer if he had to let him travel along a little bit better. So he was up there a little bit closer and build and attack the line. But look, I think he beat a couple home. Might have been beaten 6 lengths, something like that. But anyway, he's off to the Calandra Cup Saturday week, all being well. So it's good to get that first run out of the way. I think he'll be definitely ridden more positive next start. And I think at the end of the day, once he's had 3 or 4 runs in this prep, we'll know where we are. So if he's going to cut the mustard or he's not. So the jury's still out, but a pass mark for Southern France last week in Sydney.
Might have send up a tour. Go to Calandra, be better than here. You get a few takers.
If you could come out and do my weekend feed, I'll be happy to go to Calandra.
Right, we'll organise something there.
You might drown. It's wet.
Speaking of wet, went to Warrnambool last week with Periscope. I mean, that typically Warrnambool, safe but heavy. He ran 5th, just missed 4th. Got caught up in a little bit of a fracas, so to speak, where one come down and sort of upset the 3 or 4 behind. Look, it's probably cost him 4th. I don't think it cost him a place because the first 3 got away. But I think that's where Periscope is. He's just honest in these races. I think the jockey Aaron Kuru, I did speak to him, Princess. He said he travels up nice. He just ain't got that killer punch that the ones that go on sort of can just put a field away.
He's just limited. Look, there'll be no next prep for him, so he goes to Casterton, gets back on probably to a 6 or a 7, I hope, which will suit him better. I can't believe how many horses are running these jumps. Like last year when we started this journey, there was 4 or 5 in a race. This year it's full fields and they're splitting them in half. So look, there's no easy race, but I'm hoping that he can run a place. If he's a safe jumper, he probably just jumps a bit high, but it probably just jumps a bit high. But look, if he appreciates the 6 or the 7 going, that'll help him because he's not really a bogger or a mudder. So we go there hopeful.
Daniel Small's back on, who claims 3, so he gets a little bit of weight relief. I just think at Casterton, I'd love to see him up there punching away near the lead.
I think the blinkers are going on.
Yeah,
so he's probably going to lead.
I would be doing it because a lot of horses can get away.
Can't get run down.
Yeah, and he hasn't got a lot of floatability, but he's got enough that he can keep going. I think it's 3,500, so it's a little bit further than what he's been over.
So he's on
that'd be the best go.
So he's on the quick backup.
And it is a 7, and it's a different surface altogether than Warrnambool. They won't get into the track.
Too heavy at Warrnambool. He hates it. But they seem to run these things every week.
Yep. Our winner could be, our best chance is Sea Princess in the... obviously we discussed our 2 runners into...
You know what my best chance is?
No.
Freezing the death standing here talking to you.
Yeah, we'll keep it short.
I've got the Antarctic blast and I'm blocking you.
I should be there to lead the blocker.
Jesus.
Anyway, we rolled into Periscope, who's the first of our runners, and now we're going to see Princess, he's in the first, she's in the last.
She's got to be even money. If she can't win this, can she win a race?
Well, that's the question, and I
agree with you. I agree with what you said about Beetroot. If you can't win this, we just can't pick them all up.
I think I might have said he's found the right race for her. The 2, and sometimes you might think a benchmark 58 is 0 to 58. What's the difference? Well, the difference is the highest rated horse in her race is only 58. The two horses that beat her, and the 2 times she was runner-up at Ballarat, were I think 63 and 67 raters. That's a huge difference in class. It's probably 5 lengths inferior, drawn barrier 6, 1400.
You reckon the jockey rides this track good?
Melissa rides it very good. She,
so there's no excuses?
No,
if she gets beat, that's because Beatrice can't train.
I've already got pneumonia here, by the sound. She's a huge fan. I think you won't get no better than $2.
Surely she wins.
$2.50, so you just get on. And you probably roll that little multi into Crackerjack Prince
on Sunday at Donald. First up, he has one first up. The prep before last prep he had 2 starts, ran second both times, then jarred up.
Yep.
But the prep before he did win first up over 14. This is 1300 at Donald, which is probably going to be a 7.
Yeah, which is just nice.
The horse
jar
has
for him.
Never been going better, he said.
No.
Never been going better.
A bit excited. He's actually pretty keen on him.
How does Archie get excited?
No comment. I did have a couple of these come through my mind, but I'll just stop there. He's got 2 kids, hasn't he?
He doesn't say much, does he?
He is a very good trainer of getting horses to perform first up.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Drawn 15 looks awkward in that.
Doesn't matter. He'll come out of 12, won't he?
There's 5 horses, emergencies, that are all drawn inside him. So he'll come out of 10 of 12, and I reckon they'll roll forward.
Roll forward. Who's riding?
Declan Bates, who's probably cursing the fact that he's just moved to Ballarat in recent weeks. So, no. Look, if he runs up to what we're hearing, he should be roundabout. It isn't a bad little race, but
the last 50 metres will tell. If he gets too tough a run, it'll tell. But if he gets a nice run, the way he's going, he's going to be right in the finish. And I was surprised to see him first up, $13.50 and only about $5 second favourite.
Yeah.
So they're all on it. They're all on it.
His horse has just been beaten at Sandown. He ran a cracker at Flemington, so we know he's got good ability.
This could be his big prep.
Yep. That's all we know, Darren, in terms of horses that are accepted. But we'll have an Irishman next Wednesday at Sandown.
Now, here's another horse that's flying.
He's already been on racing.com before he's raced. There's a trial watch.
Every time I watch the trial watch on racing.com, I laugh when I see they're at Mortlake or they're at Burren
because you know I'm feeling them in the cold.
Yeah, you know.
So
he won a trial easily at Mortlake a couple of weeks ago, and look, he'll run a nice race there. He's going to get his heavy track. The heavier, the better for him.
Yep.
And I don't know who he's going to put on to ride it, but hopefully a jockey we know.
To Oliver, give him a birthday present. 50 during the week. Just had a read of his resume. It's fairly handy, isn't it?
He's had a great career, Damien.
127 Group 1 wins.
He must own half Geelong.
Anyway, no, he'll run well. And then we mentioned Caloundra with, this is going into next week's jurisdiction with Southern France, but also Literary Magnet and Serious Suspect will run on what they call finals days. I think it's
Flemington.
Yeah, not the winter champ.
You going to go? Have you ever seen Serious Suspect run?
Oh, it was at Swan Hill. I was the only person there. I was there.
But you didn't see him run because you didn't come out of the bar, did you?
No, I watched 2 races live. Shine and Dandy's and his.
Shine and Dandy must be in somewhere next week.
I didn't bother going watching Miss 10,000. So.
She's gone. She's right back in Queensland, Miss 10,000.
She's back. Oh, she'll be loving that.
Yeah, we're loving it too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, they Literary Magnet and Serious Suspect. They'll be produced in good races, but they're both in good form.
Yep. So that's our muster. Sea Princess, Crackerjack Prince, the best of those.
Just take the
Irishman will be a sneaky chance, probably a 25 to 1 on Wednesday.
Will there be that price?
Yeah, I think he'll be big odds.
Just depends. If that benchmark 70, it just depends.
Can be strong.
Yeah.
And where he draws. So,
but
it's just nice to have a couple of horses first up, back from preps. These are Crackerjack Prince and Irishman are both wet trackers.
Yeah, the right time.
And that's why they're in and going now, and we're just waiting on Quick and Dandy. She's the other wet tracker we're just waiting on. She's not far away.
She worked well on Wednesday.
Yeah, she's only a couple of weeks away.
She probably only needs probably 2 trials now in Archie, but yeah.
And we'll see what happens on Sunday with Periscope, because it could be Periscope down.
Yeah.
Submarine to surface.
Up on English side.
Yeah, could be.
Well, there'll be someone out there looking for a jumper, if that's the way we go, and if you can run a place, well, Well, if you could win it, be better still.
Yep. And Capriccio's live on Inglis Online today.
Does that kick off today?
Kicks off today, so she's on the market to be moved on.
Do you want me to throw in a bid for a
Yeah, you can
couple
go
hundred thousand just to get it going?
See how you go. You might have to sell all your cars.
It's only two.
Also today the bidding on a Dandyman closes, so if anyone wants a 5% share in a Dandyman, just put in a bid. And
Excellent little buy, 5%. Your
Yeah.
horse is going to run around for the next couple of seasons. And
City class.
Yep, absolutely.
Mitch Freeman, and
Could have his best still ahead of him.
I think he would.
Yeah.
Dino came good later in life, and
Yep.
there'll be a couple of other little Dandino yearlings going up later on this month. So just stay in by for those updates.
And the detonated Jack video, the owners hopefully got.
Yeah, got some good feedback on that.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you want to pop that up at the end of this?
I will actually. Well, everyone can have a look. Obviously, he had 4 runs in his first prep, culminating in a third in the Group 1 South Australian Derby, and just people will have. The Jackalbury of Mitch Freeman's running at Ballarat today, so that would have run by the time you get that. And
I got offered a Jackalbury out of New Zealand during the week that won a trial, but anyway, I'm happy with the one we got.
I think so. You got a bit to look forward to there.
Yeah,
so what's he got a couple more cold
one more week.
Cold week out
One
of
more week
Bannitree?
back in.
He'll be looking forward to being back in a box.
Mean Girls has gone back in. Hasseltoft's gone back in.
Yep.
So we're
Down to Mr. Dabbidick.
Yep. So yeah.
Parlaga's kicking along. So
Steiner's back in. She's in work. So no, it's all we're all focusing towards the spring.
yeah.
And it's only about 5 weeks till we start foaling. Great.
Be looking forward to that.
This weather better improve. So anyway,
Sun's coming out
Yeah, I
there.
know, the
It's
rain's
improving
gone.
already.
all right. Well, we're going to leave it there. It's a very short week this week, but we only had the half a dozen to talk about.
And
So
Andrew Bobbin let me down last week. He got the hurdle winner.
yes.
Mighty Oasis. But the other thing, I think he lost his map, the jockey. He got back to last in a slowly ran home well, ran
Yes.
fourth. So anyway, it's no good to be multi.
No.
But the
Fourth.
multi this week's the one.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I'm going to take Sea Princess to win, Crackerjack Prince, depending on the odds each way, and an Irishman each way.
Yep.
That'll be about 20 to 1, I reckon.
I reckon I'll be Sea Princess to win into Crackerjack Prince the place. That'll be about $6.
That'll do you.
Yep.
1,000 on that, no problem. Why don't you go all up Carlton? Or have they got the buy?
No, we got Freo.
Freo, you'll beat them, mate.
We're in a little block where
You'll beat
I'm
them.
not too excited.
Yeah, get on. It'll be $6 on that.
Tomorrow, just be wet tomorrow at the MCG. What about Melbourne? Geez, they hit back.
Didn't they?
Phew.
Did you see that coming?
I thought they'd win, but I don't think they'd win by 10 goals. Flogged them.
Yes,
Anyway,
well, looking forward to the Cats and the Tigers this weekend. That's a blockbuster.
all
showdown?
teams in the 8
Or
playing each
or
other.
a game for the ages. I love these
Old
cliches.
ages.
Yeah, I love these cliches they come up with.
Yeah, Richmond, Geelong, they're all a few good stoushes over the last few years.
Yeah.
Who's the other
There's not
one?
much going on in racing, really, is it? It's just sort of ho-hum. Winter racing.
Well, just, getting through
Finals
the
day
seasons.
next weekend, so that'll be something to look
Well, that
forward to.
culminates the winter, doesn't it? And then they start not long once you hit into
Yeah, so John
end
Runner
of July.
Stakes and those races are coming up. So there's a little sneaky 2-year-old running tomorrow at Caulfield that we bred and sold through the sales called Hooves Don't Lie.
Hooves don't lie.
Yeah, the Hayes boys have got it. It's out of our mare Kaltara by Shalar.
yeah. Yep.
So they're not going to run if it's too wet, but it's been trolling up nicely. So I'll be interested to see how it goes.
So the track's rated a 6, but as the track manager says, it only has to look like spitting, and it won't alter. But
Anyway.
yeah, all right. Well, that's something to look.
So we'll just have a look at that
forward
one out of one of our mares. So yeah, they said it was their best 2-year-old earlier in the year, and just went shinny, I think.
Yeah.
They had to put it out and it's back. So trying to get it ready for a group race in the spring. So I'll be very interested to see how it goes tomorrow. It's funny, it's in the race at Caulfield, race 2.
Yep.
And I noticed at Donald it was 4th emergency. How's that work?
Well, that race at Donald, obviously, that's the Ballarat transferred meeting. I don't know. I'd love to count up the Group 1s that the trainers that are in that race have won. I don't think Donald have ever had that. Like there's James Cummings, Mick
They're all
Price, Michael Moroney, the Mars, Paddy Payne. They're all there.
Everyone's there.
So,
Lindsay Smith, they're all there.
Smith, yeah.
Well, and we're only a month to the end of the season, Pete.
Yeah, we're on 25 winners.
I've already had one owner ringing me claiming that he's won owner of the year. Have we done any numbers? And I said, no, we haven't done any numbers yet. Still got a month to go.
Tell him it's over 3 years. We've included the 2 COVID years.
He goes,
someone already looking.
Yeah, he's already trying to figure out.
Is he from North?
Oh, he could be from Darwin. He said, I don't think anyone can beat me.
Is that Kevin Wilson?
No.
Oh, righto, so he's already crunched the numbers.
Yeah, he said, I think I'm leading. So I said, well, you're going to be disappointed if you're not.
Tell him it's formulated, so it could alter what his thoughts are.
Yes, so anyway, I'm sure we'll do that in due course, so that'll give us something to do, won't it?
Darwin Stubby, first prize, that's a trophy.
An empty one.
So must do that, yeah.
All right, until next week, we're signing off because I need another warm coffee now. Have a great weekend. And let's hope we can get that multi up. I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti. Have a great weekend.
Home turn, Ronan Man being hooled along, Extreme Emotion trying hard to try and extricate a run, Superazzi on the outside and Detonator Jack have the full steam up though. Detonator Jack going after Superazzi, then Extreme Emotion. Detonator Jack, the newcomer, hit the front at the 100-metre mark and he's racing clear. Detonator Jack, he dropped a bomb on them all right, he raced clear. Won by 3 lengths, second Superazzi, Extreme Emotion, that's 4 starts, 4 times it's gone to the judge favourite and hasn't won.
At the 500, Hammer On going after the pair is Yapet. Detonator Jack has glided up on the outside. Oh, Allen hasn't moved a muscle and he's about to put them to the sword very quickly. Detonator Jack rushed to the front from Yapet. Flash Feeling is boxing on. Detonator Jack in front. Yapet tries to go with him. It's Detonator Jack in front of Yapet. Flash Feeling and Hammer On, but Detonator Jack comes away and wins from Hammer On, who got going again. Funny run him. Third, Flash Feeling from Yapet, Larrikin, and last of all was La Messenger.
Full bore around the corner at the 400 metres, led a length to Cormorant and Ostrata. Then Commander Harry. Detonator Jack is starting to weave through the field, just held up momentarily there, but still coming on. It's Ostrata up to Rudimental. Detonator Jack and Commander Harry. Detonator Jack lets down on the outside of Rudimental. The nephew runs on. Detonator Jack in the shadows is starting to dart away and remains unbeaten. Detonator Jack won it from a head bob a second. The nephew, Commander Harry, then Rudimental. Racing in the Derby. And Allegron jumped away nicely. He's racing quite forward through the first 100 metres. Pushing forward deeper out is King of Pharaohs, and Son of Emperor, the widerest, with brilliant speed, is looking to cross. Son of Emperor, Claydemore, and King of Pharaohs. They're the first 3 as they head out of the stretch. Texas T gets to 4th position on the outside of Commander Harry, and then Harley moving straight into 1x2 cover. On the outside of Allegron, a half away to the nephew. Santro Pays caught 3 deep through the first 600 metres. He can't get in as they head to the back. He's on the outside of Lady Chant. Then Water into Wine, Fear the X, Jungle Magnate. Sebastian the Fox is back 3rd last with Detonator Jack, and Yaffet's last of all. They head to the mile and towards the back of the track here at Morfettville, and Son of Emperor makes play. Leads by a length. Claydemore running 2nd. 2 further back is King of Pharaohs 3rd. A length to Texas T. Speed solid. They're 3.5 lengths in front of Harley moving. 3/4 then to Commander Harry, who's on the inside of Santro Pay, and then the nephew around Allegron. Fear the X, followed by Lady Chant, then Sebastian the Fox. Jungle Magnate alongside of Water into Wine. A length to Yaffet, and last of all is Detonator Jack. 16 lengths off the lead as they work to the side inside the 1200 metres. And the leader, Son of Emperor, running them along by a half a length. Claydemore creeping closer with the sit on the pair is King of Pharaohs. They're 4 lengths in front of Texas Tea at the 1,000. 2 further back now, Harley Movin'. On the outside of Commander Harry. Then Saint-Tropez. Allegron hemmed away on the rail, followed by the nephew. Fear the X gets moving. Sebastian the Fox. Lady Chant, Water into Wine. Then Jungle Magnate Yaffet. Last of all still Detonator Jack. But the field is becoming more compact with 650 metres to run. And Claydemore took over. Son of Emperor falling back through the field. Claydemore now joined by Fear the X. The runs are coming from down back. Also starting to move into it, Harley Movin'. Right around them is Jungle Magnate. Detonator Jack, Allegron's held up. They swing into the straight and Jungle Magnate with a lightning turn of speed quickly raced to the lead. The nephew's out after him. Then Detonator Jack and Yaffet. There's no Allegron. It's Jungle Magnate clear. Detonator Jack's got a lift. Jungle Magnate kept going for Zara. Clear from Yaffet and Detonator Jack and Jungle Magnate. What a win this will be. Takes the Chairman's and now the Derby. 2 lengths to Yaffet and Detonator Jack. Allegron 4th.